Hi, my name is Mary.
And my name is Christine.
And we are sisters. And together we co-host the weekly podcast, Dawson Cries. Listener, if you don't know, now you know. Every week, my sister and I record this podcast because life is hard and things make us sad, like living under a fascist evil dictator. But, we like to watch Dawson's Creek as a little respite. As we like to say, Dawson cries so we don't have to.
Yes.
During this brief hour, we get to laugh and joke and relive the 90s and the early 2000s and all of their beautiful glory. So this week, we're still in season 4, believe it or not. We're in episode, if you can even believe it, episode 21. This one's called Separation Anxiety. And Christine is going to start us off.
Hi, listeners. Welcome to another episode. This episode opens up with Jen and Jack at the Cape Side High cafeteria, chit-chatting about Jack's new, very interesting, juicy morsel of a love life. Jen is really trying to get the tea on that. Did I use that right, Mary? Get the tea?
Yeah.
Yeah. Listeners, I am 30-something, trying to stay relevant.
Yes.
So she wants the gossip. She's really trying to understand the future Jack and Toby, what their relationship's going to be like. Jack's not very forthcoming. He's like, oh, Jen, please don't refer to my love life as juicy or morsel because it cheapens me. And Jen is like, Jack, I basically set you two up. She did have to do a lot of convincing to get Jack to even consider Toby. But Toby sealed the deal. Like, he gets some credit.
Yeah.
So
he looked like a snack at the prom.
He looked really good. They both looked very handsome at the prom. They're the only two that had a good time. So Jen and Jack are kind of talking about that. They sit down at a table. Drew Valentine just comes sauntering over with their yearbook. And they all kind of see that Joey and Pacey, as we know, Dawson had made them the class couple, have been listed as the superlative, and it's pretty awkward now because they've had a falling out. They talk about Gretchen and Dawson's falling out. And Mary, I wasn't really sure what they were doing. Were they trying to put a bet on who would get back together first, Joey and Pacey, or Dawson and Gretchen?
Yeah, it was basically the whole trope again of I'm a bet.
Oh God, yes.
Where the bet is just, which one of them is more likely to get back together.
Okay. But then Joey and Dawson strut up and they all shut the yearbook and like, we weren't doing that.
What?
We would never bet on people's emotional love lives.
Oh God. Yeah, but when you're young you really do.
Yeah, especially in this era.
Yeah, right. Yeah, where everyone's so jaded. And ironic.
Yeah, it's like all the movies are doing it. We have to do it too.
Right. Yeah. I don't know. This episode is kind of like scattered, like all over the place. Because then it's like Dawson at home, and he basically is putting the final touches on the movie about AI robot Brooks.
Oh, that robot!
A lovable robot. And basically, it's a submission to try to get him into the USC summer session. And Gail is sort of like snooping around, sniffing after his broken heart. Like, honey, are you okay? Are you upset about Gretchen? It's like, you didn't like Gretchen 4D. I don't know. Dawson's being...
I think she liked D.
She liked D, but she didn't like... No, Gretchen... Like, Gail didn't like that Gretchen was dating D.
Oh, yes, yeah.
And D's being, like, mad defensive about it. And basically Gail drops this bombshell that Gretchen is leaving town, and today's actually her last day at Leary's Fresh Fish.
Oh.
And Dawson's like, well... I'm not going to say shit because she clearly didn't want me to know because she didn't tell me. And Gail, like, actually has, like, some truth here. And she's like, you know what, honey? You don't know what she's thinking. So don't go making an ass out of you. Not me, but out of you. And she's like, oh, you should just go up to the bar and ask her to sign your yearbook. That's a great way to start a conversation. I'm like, what the fuck?
Oh my god.
That is not a great way to... That is like the most awkward way ever to start a conversation.
Man, I know what your dare is this week.
Oh my god. Sign my yearbook from 15 years ago. Oh my god.
Oh, it's too much.
Crazy.
I don't know if anyone signed I don't think I asked a single person to sign my yearbook.
No?
I don't think so. I don't think there's any signatures in it.
Huh.
I felt like it was strange.
Yeah, it's kind of a thing of the past.
Yeah. I mean, maybe
Perhaps.
there is. I don't know.
It's like right on my wall.
Oh my god, true.
I feel like that was like more our time.
Yeah. Well, Facebook I didn't get till college, but yeah, it was right around that time.
Yeah.
Well, Mary, is Dawson trying to get into summer school, or is this to get into like USC's film school?
He's already in the film school. I think this is he calls it a summer session.
Okay. I thought for a second he was in the school and not in the film program. And I was like, oh my god, what if he doesn't get into the film program?
No, I think it's just like a summer school.
Okay. So he wouldn't even potentially be around the whole summer.
Right. See, and this is what bothers me about this episode is like, okay, so I watched it in 2 halves. Half today and half a couple days ago. But like... all the threads that are like begun in this part of the episode are just not even present at all in the other half of the episode.
Yeah, that's I'm confused by that.
So like the bet on who's gonna like that never comes up again. Toby's not in this episode at all.
No. And Jen never gets the tea.
Jen never gets the tea. Dawson completely forgets about summer session. Doesn't even talk about it.
That's odd, yeah, because it comes up later, I thought, too, but...
It does come up again, but then it's just like, fuck film school.
He doesn't really think about it in relation to other plans, yeah.
Right. So, this episode was a little bit, it felt like they did the most last episode.
Yeah.
And now they're like trying to piece the show back together a little bit.
Yeah, it's like the fallout. Like, what do we do with all this mess?
With all this, wreckage.
Mm-hmm. Oh my gosh. Yeah. So, where are we next? Oh, Gretchen and Pacey are hanging out. Gretchen made Pacey a sandwich, and she paid his next month's rent.
That's a good sister. Why don't you take a page out of her book?
Ooh!
Pay my rent.
You want a sandwich, too?
Yeah, I would also love a sandwich.
That's hilarious.
Fantastic.
Well, if you fix my car, not that it needs to be fixed, but...
Yeah, that's some skills I do not have.
That would be tricky. But, yeah,
Get your oil changed. I'll give you the same advice as Pacey.
That's good advice. I probably do need to get my oil changed. My dad is always telling me every time I come home, "Did you get your oil changed?" I'm like, "Dad, I don't know."
Oh my god!
Like,
I don't know.
Like the car, there's like a little light that comes on when I need to change it, and it's never once come on because he's always taking it to get my oil changed. I feel like that car is so spoiled with him. Anyway, yeah, so Gretchen and Pacey are having a sibling moment, and they're sharing about how they're both avoiding their significant exes, as Pacey says.
Right.
Saying, oh, it's probably a genetic thing. We're not ready to deal with that. And Pacey is really throwing it back by drinking a can of Country Time lemonade.
Oh my god, yeah, that was product placement like to the max. Like, Country Time! What? How many sugars are in that shit? That was so sweet.
Oh my god, I know. I
can taste it just seeing the fucking label.
I miss it. I have not seen that in so long.
Ugh, it's bitter.
Country Time? There, you're not a Country Time girl.
I'm sure I liked it, but it's, yeah, I can taste it. It's twang.
It's great to have with a sandwich.
Oh yeah, something salty, like some chips. Your taste buds are in overdrive. You know what I had today at work? I made myself a snack of Okay, don't like judge me. Okay,
No.
I made myself a snack of little pretzel sticks with these little mini Chips Ahoy cookies, and I was like really like the dirty Dow was having his day. I was like loving it.
Oh, that
Like,
sounds great, Mary.
This tastes so good, salty and sweet.
That's the killer combo.
It was, yeah. Sometimes I'll do almonds and popcorn.
Oh.
But like cheddar popcorn, that's good combo too.
That does sound good. I knew a girl once who would put M&Ms in her popcorn.
Oh yeah.
And I have to try that because she was
Snow
like,
caps in the popcorn.
they get kind of like warm and like melty, and they're sweet, and the salt.
Yes.
It's like that sounds like awesome.
Delightful.
Maybe I'll do that
Very
tomorrow. Go watch a movie and make popcorn and get some M&Ms.
That's a good idea.
That sounds fun.
Nice.
Oh my god, listeners, we are feeling like a whole snack right now.
Yeah, listeners, tweet at us with your favorite snack combinations.
Good call. Yeah. Let us know what we should be snacking on.
Yeah. Any weird combos that you like, let us know about it.
That's fun. Yeah. Good idea, Mare.
Thank you.
Oh my god. Okay, the next scene, Jen is at home. There's some realtor lady showing off
Yeah.
Grams' house to a couple who wants to like renovate Jen's room. And Jen over here, she's like, "Hey, that's my room, Mary." They did not even acknowledge her. I had, for a split second, a terrified feeling that Jen was a ghost and it was some kind of Sixth Sense movie that she was dead.
Fuck.
I got real freaked out. I was like, oh, they can't hear her or see her.
Yeah, that's how weird it was. Yeah, they really did just totally blank her. And I was like, you would never do that in real life.
No, I was like, my mind went like way too far with
It
that.
was like she was a ghost. Yeah. Well, you really do take things in weird directions when you're watching the show. But
I know.
But yeah, they did some like really strange acting choices to just totally ignore a girl who's talking to them.
Yeah,
Really
it's
weird.
like, I know it's uncomfortable, but come on, you got to do something.
Just like, just look, even. Just look at her.
I know. It just
So
seemed
strange.
like they didn't even hear her. I was like, what?
Yeah,
She's dead?
Sure.
I was like,
Oh my god.
freaked
Yeah.
out.
And then the realtor's like, "Oh, honey, congratulations on this fake college, Boston Bay College." Who ever heard of such a place?
No, it's almost as real as Worthington.
Ugh, Worthington, Boston Bay. What are the other ones? University of New York.
Yeah. USC is real. That's the only one.
Yeah, the only real school that any of these kids are going to.
That's crazy.
It's so funny.
Good for D. Yeah.
Yeah, good job, D. You're the only one going to a real school. Like Betsy DeVos has her hooks in all the other characters.
Seriously.
Giving them a fake education.
God.
That charges an arm and a leg. Look, Graham's got to sell her house.
Yeah, oh, seriously. Well, Jen,
Yeah.
don't take out a student loan.
No, yeah.
She is
don't do
probably
that.
making a smart decision, but...
Well, not for Graham's. I mean, Graham's got to sell her fucking house.
I know, yeah. Man, this is the times we live in.
I know.
There's no
it's
good choice.
fucked. Yeah, it's awful.
It's bad.
Makes me really sad.
I know. Hey, free tuition. Let's get that on the ballot.
Yeah.
Anyway, Mary Fancy Man is back.
Oh, God. Can you even believe it?
No!
When I saw him waltzing up, I was like, oh, here we go.
I know.
There's going to be another party on the yacht. Like, oh, what the fuck?
That's hysterical. It's like the Fancy
I
Man.
couldn't believe. I was like, what did we call him again? I think that's what I wrote down. Like, what was this guy's nickname again?
Yeah, I think it was Fancy Man. I couldn't remember his real name. He has such a strange name.
He really does.
I still can't remember it, and I just watched the episode.
Mhm.
But yeah, he said
I wrote when an important man shows up.
important man.
You call him Fancy Man. I call him Important Man.
Important
I
Man.
wrote down his name later. Let me find it. It's something with a K.
Yes.
Kublek.
Yeah,
Kublek.
Yeah, it's like Kubrick. Yeah, it was like Kubrick. It's a gross name.
Kubrick, but with an L. Kublek. Ugh, it's terrible.
I mean, I hate everything about this man.
I don't like him either. He's so boring.
He's wearing that weird suit in the cape, like, or the
He's
creek.
spooky dude.
Like, you're not at the party, dude. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know. You're too fancy.
Yeah, too fancy.
Yeah, he comes back with news, sees Joey and Mary, right, is going to have a party. And he asks Joey if she's still dating that awesome boyfriend
Oh my god.
who she just
so
broke up with like
awkward.
the night before. And she very awkwardly tells him no. I was just like, just make something up. Like, I don't know.
Incredibly awkwardly, yeah.
Yeah, it's like, this guy, you don't need to...
Or just be like, oh, it didn't work out. Like, you don't have to, like, show how sad you are to this, like, kind of stranger.
I know. It's like, ugh. I don't know.
Yeah.
Keep it together a little. But, yeah, I mean, it's hard. So, I get it, Joey. I get it. But he wants her to bring Pacey to the party. Well, he asks if they're still on good terms. Joey's like, oh, yeah, we talk all the time. Not really, but...
It didn't just happen yesterday.
He's like, oh, good, because there's some news that our dean of admissions wants to talk to Pacey about, an opportunity. And of course, Joey's like, oh my god, he's going to get into Worthington because he was so charming.
Did he even apply?
No.
You know what I mean?
No.
It's like, you don't just get into college because you're nice.
Yeah.
Like, you know?
Yeah, that's true. I know. Pacey was, like, charming the pants off them, but, yeah, that's not enough. But, of course, like, Joey's excited. She's like, oh my god, maybe this could be a chance for Pacey. Could solve all her problems. She gets real pumped. Right. But Fancy Man might have another story to tell later.
Fancy Man. So then we're back with Grams and Jen. They're like arguing over the house. And I was just thinking, like, why should Grams have to pay for Jen's college when her parents are so clearly wealthy?
Yeah, throw that dad in jail and steal all his cash.
Yeah, report your dad and take his money. And I know she says later, like, I don't want to take money from them. But it's like, bitch, why not? Right?
Yeah, better in her hands than his.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Ugh.
Yeah. And what are they going to spend it on? Absolutely nothing.
Yeah, or...
Just take it.
Yeah.
Take it for the pain they've caused you. Would you rather Grams be homeless?
Oh, I know. Or live in La Brea? All I could think about are the tar pits.
I know. I was like, don't put her out in the tar pits.
I know. I was like, that's terrible.
La Brea Park?
Was this show filmed in L.A.? It must have been.
Yeah, I'm just like, no, not for my Grams.
No. Grams is a fossil, but she doesn't belong in the tar pit.
No.
No, she's not that old. We discussed, or Jen made that point. Yeah, Grams, I mean, she's like so sweet though. She's like, Jen, I'm not selling this house just for your tuition. It's time you're starting a new chapter. I feel like I should do the same. But yeah, Jen is like, that's bullshit.
Yeah.
And then Grams calls her ageist.
Yeah, she does. Because she's like a retirement community. Come on, Grams.
Yeah.
And Grams is like, don't be so ageist.
That was funny.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, Dee ends up taking Gail's advice and saunters up to the Fresh Fish bar with his yearbook for Gretchen to sign.
Oh my god, I was like, Dee, you said this was lame earlier in the episode, and now here you are, using your little prop, trying to get in with your ex-girlfriend. Will you sign my yearbook? I mean, come on.
Well, yeah, Dee doesn't really have a good creative alternative. No. Taking his mom's advice.
Oh, taking Gail's game.
Well, Gail, we know
Gail's got game.
That is true.
I wonder if Bob ever's trying to hit her up.
Oh, he's in those DMs. You know it.
You think? Yeah, probably.
He probably sent her a card when the baby was born.
Yeah, probably. Like, am I the father?
Oh, Bob. So yeah,
do you like when you get a DM? Do you like hear Lizzo's voice? Like, he already in my DM.
Now I do, because I just listened to that song. Yeah.
Not that every time I get a DM, I'm like, okay.
I honestly don't get a lot of DMs, So
I just get DMs from my friends.
Oh, okay,
But it makes me laugh.
yeah, no, it is funny. I remember I had a friend that I used to work with who thought it was hilarious. That song came out like "It's Going Down in the DMs." So whenever we were talking about social media, he would always sing that, and it would crack me up.
Oh my god.
He thought the DMs were funny, and I did DM him once, and he really like died laughing.
That's so funny. I mean, I DM people that I'm friends with.
I was like, I didn't want it to be public. I wanted this to be a DM.
I wanted this DM private message.
This is a private. This is what it's for.
This is a direct message for you.
He was like singing the song and be over DMs. Like, yeah, I know.
That's so funny.
It's hilarious. Oh, the times were 2019, listeners.
Yeah, let's take it to the DM. Oh my god.
So yeah, Gretchen and Dawson are finally talking.
Mm-hmm.
It's a little Gretchen at first is kind of playing it cool, like, "Hey, stranger," or something like that. "Hey, you."
Mm-hmm.
And then Dawson's
so
like
awkward.
instantly takes it to like 100. "You were gonna leave without saying goodbye."
I know. I was like, "D, chill." He's like, "That's really not cool."
Yeah.
And she's like, "Well, maybe I've been thinking about how to say goodbye to you all week." I'm like, "You guys, you broke up. Like, why are you so extra?"
It is extra. Oh, it is.
Like, Gretchen, you made the right decision dumping his ass. Why are you thinking about him all week? You're moving on. You're going on a road trip. You know, it's like, little baby D is the last thing. They haven't even had sex.
No, they haven't. I mean, D really wants that.
They should have, because, you know, it would probably be awful, and then they could get over each other.
Ooh. I don't think Gretchen would be awful.
You think she'd have a good time with D? That
No,
version?
I think D would have a great time. She would have a bad time.
Oh, yeah, D would have a great time.
Yeah. Or D would start crying. It could go both ways.
Yeah, he'd probably get really emotional and
God.
have a breakdown and be like, "I just need to think about Joey."
Yeah, and Gretchen would be like, "Fuck this."
Yeah, right, exactly.
Like, I knew it. I knew it was going to happen.
Oh my god.
Yeah, terrible.
D would probably like tell everyone he could.
Oh, yeah. He'd be like, "You know that meme that went around? Not true anymore."
I did it. He'd be like, "I popped my cherry."
Oh,
telling everyone.
Just
He'd like go to AI Brooks's grave and be like, "I did it. I had sex."
Oh, God.
Oh.
What was I going to say? Oh, yeah, but I thought it was interesting how Gretchen, she tells Dawson she's going on that road trip. Remember Dawson and Gretchen went on that little weird road trip?
A horrible road trip.
Yeah, well, Gretchen seemed to really enjoy it. Maybe she's just really into the
why?
random road trips.
Yeah, you know, it's not as fun as it sounds.
Also, is she going by herself? I don't know.
Right, I was like, she probably wants to hook up with some bubbas.
Oh.
Right?
Maybe.
Probably. It's like victory tour before she goes to college. Right?
Go, Gretchen. Yeah.
Go, Gretchen, go. Hit the open road. Get that D. Get that D. Get that D.
But not that D.
But not that D. Not the dirty dog.
Oh, man. I am happy for her that she's going back to school.
Me too.
That's a good
I
call.
think it's the right call. I mean, she's 22. She's probably only got like a semester left. Just finish it.
Yeah, finish it. Then you could get that job in Boston.
Exactly.
You know, get that degree, then get that job. Get that dough.
Yeah.
Get that bread.
Then get that D. Other D.
Yeah, she's got a lot of D's to get. She's got some work to do.
Yeah, D's coming from every direction.
Oh, Gretchen, living the life.
Oh, Gretchen, enviable position she's in.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, she's like peacing out soon. She's leaving the day after tomorrow.
Yeah, she's like, no goodbyes. Just, I'm gone.
Just peace. What does Dawson say? "I feel ill-prepared." Like, Dawson.
It's like, well, Dawson, it doesn't concern you.
Yes.
You are the ex-boyfriend. Like, you don't need to be prepared.
I know, that was a strange line. Even
like,
for Dawson, I was like...
He never lets anything go.
Yeah. He's
You
crazy.
know?
He's a
It's
crazy
like,
boy.
everything's about him.
Yeah.
Even when it's not. It's like... I don't know. I mean, I get it, but it's just like classic D.
It is. Yeah, I feel ill-prepared, Dawson.
It's like,
Oh.
well, you're not coming.
Yeah, it's like,
So-
you really don't need to be well
There's
prepared.
nothing for you to prepare.
Yeah.
That's the funny thing about not being invited on a trip. You don't have to prepare at all for it because you're not going. Because no one invited you. Quite simple.
Mary, I wish she broke it down for him that way.
She really should have.
She really should have. She's too nice. No, instead she took his yearbook and said, "Oh, I want to spend some time with it and really think about what I'm going to write."
She fell right into Gail's games with that.
I was surprised that she,
I need to write something sweet for Gail's son. Yeah, like, this is lame.
I know.
If like my ex-boyfriend like gave me his yearbook and was like, "Will you write something in it?" I'd be like, "We're done."
Boy, bye.
I don't know.
Yeah.
What would you? Yeah, bye. I don't know why you're having me writing this.
Or just sign it.
We don't care about each other anymore. Goodbye. I guess I'm like a cold-hearted bee because
there.
Yeah.
You could write things.
I probably, I'm being like defensive. I'd probably be like so sappy and be like, "This is where I cried over you."
Oh, you could write thanks for the memories and spell it like Fall Out Boy.
Wow, that would be really good for the era.
Yeah, I feel like that would fit right in. Yeah.
Wow, good one.
Thanks for the memories. Oh, I really gotta say, Fall Out Boy had some bangers.
Oh God, here we
Don't
go.
at me, listeners.
Don't add us, please.
But yeah, man, I listened to a lot. Those songs kind of a lot. It's embarrassing now.
Oh my God, they had really bad fashion.
They actually really did.
They were really products of the time. Do you remember last year at the beach when we played all that Fall Out Boy music videos?
Oh my God, yes.
Who else were we playing the music
Taking
videos?
Back Sunday.
Taking Back Sunday. Oh, and that one where the guy becomes a deer.
Oh shit. Yeah, I don't.
Jimmy Eat World, or was that Taking Back Sunday?
Oh, Jimmy Eat World. Yeah, they're all the same. Those bands.
One of those.
Mhm. Yeah, there's a lot of those pop punks.
That was funny. Chris was really going in on that.
Yeah, I liked that we were all singing that whiny voice too.
Yeah, we were like.
Oh, sometimes you gotta listen. Sometimes when I'm driving. Like, late at night, I'll put one of those on and just be like, yeah.
You just really whine it out.
Yeah, just get it all out on the dark road.
Yeah, D would be really into emo.
Yeah. I can't wait to see him in Cali.
Oh, I know. I hope we get to. I kind of feel like we won't.
We better. I mean, he got in. I want to see him in California.
Yeah, me too. Knowing D, he's probably going to, like, not go to film school so that he can be there for his sister.
Oh. Yeah,
Just as a way to keep them all on the East Coast.
That's true. That's a good call.
You know?
Man, yeah.
Because now he's all baby crazy.
Yeah, he loves that little baby. Which is sweet.
Like,
that's cute.
He's like, she needs me. It's like she can't even think.
Yeah.
She's a baby.
Aww.
Oh, Dawson. Dawson so badly wants to be... He has, like, the same complex that Pacey does, that he wants to fix everything and be really important to everyone.
Yes, he does. He does need to be the center of their worlds. Yeah.
Yeah. But anyway, we can move on. So basically she's like, I'm going to take this yearbook and I'm going to think about it. And he's like, well, the longer that you have it, the less acceptable have a bitch in summer is going to be. I thought that was pretty funny. I laughed.
Oh, that's what he said. Have a bitch. I was like, what did he say? That is funny.
Yeah, I thought that.
That makes sense. I was like, why did Gretchen put that?
Yeah. That made me laugh.
That's super. Yeah. Oh, I'm glad you mentioned that. That's funny.
I have to watch this show with the subtitles because they are so mumbly.
Mary, I really need to do that because I miss, like, I swear, half of what they say.
It's like they're all little Greta Gerwigs doing mumblecore.
Oh, my God. The first scene, I couldn't hear hardly anything Drew said. I was like, what the fuck is he saying?
The scene at the end between Joey and Pacey, they're mumbling so bad that I was reading the words and I still could not put them together. I was like, what? Like, it was literally Joey would be like, and Pacey would be like, and I was like, what? Like, I was reading it and it didn't sound. I didn't look at how it sounded. I had to like rewind. It was so weird.
That's bad. Yeah,
really bad. So anyway, we need to move on from this boring ass scene.
Yeah.
Now Joey's at Pacey's. She tells him about this fancy man Worthington guy, and he cuts her right off. And he's like, "I miss you, Joe."
Mm.
We're not supposed to end like that, right? And he's like, I'm going to go to the party with you. I don't know. Because he wants them to break up after the party? Or because he wants to get back together?
I think it's because he wants to get back together.
Right.
And I mean, the way he just cuts her off was so like she's just going off about that fancy man. She like mile a minute, and he's like, "Just I miss you, Joe." It's like, wow.
He's like, I don't care about Worthington. That's what how I read it. It was him being like, I don't care about Worthington. I care about you.
Yeah, yeah.
But then of course we find out he does care about Worthington. So.
But I feel like he cares about it as a means to get back with Joey, more than Worthington for Worthington's sake. And it was interesting the way Joey, like, he says that, all that heartfelt stuff, and she just said, will you go to the party with me? And then he says that he will, and then she just leaves. So it was very ambiguous from her end. Pacey, I feel like, was totally reaching out. Joey, I think, has her doubts.
Obviously, she's going to have doubts. I mean, the way he treated her at the prom was abysmal.
Yes. Yeah, it was.
It was so offensive, the things he was saying. And he just tore into her in front of everyone.
Yeah.
Made her feel like shit. I mean, kind of unforgivable.
Yeah, and Joey's probably like, I don't know if I can let myself get her like that again.
You can't trust someone like that just like that after they've done that to you. You need to rebuild that trust.
Right, right. So, yeah, Joey's definitely less eager than Pacey is to make up. Gretchen, Mary, is in love with Funyuns.
Is she?
Yeah, she has. Pacey's giving her a hard time because she has, like, bought bags and bags of Funyuns.
Oh, God, that's disgusting.
Yeah, and that's another thing I think was very of the time. I remember boys in my high school class being really into Funyuns.
Really?
Yeah, I was like, I don't think I've ever had a Funyun.
Yeah, I don't know that I've eaten one.
And I feel like I'm not missing much.
No.
But Gretchen does not think Pacey should go to that party.
I was surprised by that.
I know, I was too. Because
like, this could be an opportunity and he shouldn't go?
I know, I was like, might as well go just to see what the guy has to say.
Right.
But then I was like, well, maybe there's another way. You could just be like, oh, just tell me over the phone or something. But
I guess.
But still, I don't know. Be like, might as well go. But she doesn't want Pacey to get hurt. Mostly by Joey, really. She thinks like they just broke up, they need some time apart, which is what she and Dawson are doing. Well, they were doing.
Well. Yeah, it's like you have his yearbook.
Now yeah.
So who are you trying to fool?
So it's like do as I say, not as I do type situation with her.
Right.
But Pacey is like explaining it that he really needs a sign.
Yeah.
And he wants to go to the party because if he does get an offer, he knows that he's supposed to be with Joey. So
well, you can't go looking for signs, right?
No, and I'm going to quote Billy Zane from Titanic, a real man makes his own luck. Man.
Yes.
Yeah.
Cal.
Cal, I know you love him.
We know I lust for Billy Zane. A real man does make his own luck. It's the truth.
Mary's like, checks out.
Christine, meet me at the clock.
Meet me at the clock, yes. I want to rewatch Titanic so bad right now.
Me too.
You know what, Mary? That's what I'm going to do tomorrow. I'm going to make popcorn, get some M&Ms, and watch Titanic.
Man. I'm so fucking jealous.
Damn. Well, you should come over.
I can't. I have plans.
Oh, no.
And you live 4 hours away from me.
I know it would be worth it. The movie's 3 hours.
I'd like come over, watch Titanic, turn around, go back.
You could stay over.
Oh my god.
Oh, that'd be fun. I gotta find it somewhere. My heart will go on and on.
You're probably gonna have to pay. I don't think it's streaming anywhere.
Oh, what a crime. I owned it on VHS too.
Yeah.
The indignity. Yeah. I'll pay for it. I want some Leo and some Kate.
Yeah, so then it's really weird because like Pacey and Gretchen say goodbye to each other. Even though she's leaving tomorrow and supposedly they still live together?
Well, it sounds like she's going to leave bright and early, like before Pacey gets up.
Yeah, but it's like the afternoon. Like, isn't she going to see him at night?
I know. That was weird. Yeah.
And also, like, if you were leaving to go away for, like, months, I would kind of like wake up and say goodbye.
Yeah, that's true. I would too. Yeah.
Well, you say that. Last time when I was home, you didn't wake up to say goodbye to me.
I know, but Mary, I knew I was going to see you again.
See, you know how I like to dredge stuff up to go through.
I knew you were going to. I knew you were going to
lured
say
you
that.
right into my trap.
Mary, I know. But I would wake you. I would wake up if you were leaving for like months.
Well, when was that? July 4th?
Yeah.
And what's today?
August 1st.
And I haven't seen your ass since then.
I'm going to see you. I'm going to see you August 9th.
It's over a month.
Yeah, but it's not months. Oh, listeners.
Ooh, drama.
Make sure you wake up and say goodbye to your sister, no matter how short the interval between the next time you see her.
Oh my god.
That's advice from me to you.
Yeah. So then like Jen and Grams are like outside the retirement home, the La Brea Tar Pits. They're trying to find the parking lot. This like crusty old security guard is giving them a hard time about not having passes. And it just seems like not that welcoming, not that fun.
No, it seems like a terrible place.
Yeah.
It's basically like Guantanamo Bay. Not really, but...
Oh my god, it's not that bad.
No. But it's ridiculous. That is like a crusty old broad at the gate.
Yeah. No one gets by me without a pass.
Oh, yeah, it's like, okay, fascist.
But it's like gated community, you know.
Yeah, I feel like Grams is way too sweet for that.
Right.
It was good that Jen was there too. She's like, all right, Grams, I see what this is. This is a trash place. You can't be here.
She's like, Grams, this is some bullshit.
Yeah, like we're getting out of here,
right.
stat.
Yeah.
Oh, Mitch, speaking of watching films.
Oh, fucking Mitch back on the scene.
Mitch was cute here, though.
He what?
He was cute here.
Was he?
He loved Dawson's film.
Well, now that he's not fucking a woman who thinks that Dawson is a hack.
Oh, right.
Remember when he was playing around with Miss Kennedy and he never stood up for Dawson's films? He just let her trash him in the middle of a restaurant?
Did Mitch not sit up at all?
Mitch didn't say shit.
Mitch. Well, that's
and
bad.
She's like, your son is trash. And Mitch is like, I guess he is.
Oh, Miss Kennedy.
I don't know. I lost a lot of respect for Mitch during that whole time when he was trying to have an open relationship and all that bullshit.
I know. I can't even remember because, like, Kim and Gail are so not there anymore, but...
That's true. They're really not there anymore, and they were really there for a long time.
Yeah, they really were.
Yeah.
It's crazy. It's crazy. They're back together, though.
Well, now they're living for the baby.
They got that little baby.
Aww. Yeah.
But Mitch is very proud of Dawson. He really loves the film. He said it makes A.I. Brooks look like Harrison Ford. That's impressive.
I don't believe that for a second.
I wish we got to see some of the clips.
I know. Well, we did get to see the ending that said, turn away my sweet.
Yes, that's true.
I was like, laugh my ass off, turn away my sweet.
Turn away my sweet. Crazy.
Oh, my God.
Mitch, I love that he described A.I. Brooks as a wild card.
I know. I was like, are we thinking of the same man?
I know. But basically, Mitch is like, Dawson, you really remind me a lot of old A.I.
Oh God. And Dawson's like, well, maybe because I took his life.
AI's entered my body.
I took his, I don't possess his soul. Right?
Oh my God, yeah. Well, he's...
yeah.
He's...
Yeah.
Yeah. He's... I know, that's two ghosts in this episode.
Who's the other ghost?
Well, Jen, but not really.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Well, no, Dawson is... basically, in Mitch's eyes, like a dreamer who should know when to whisk a girl off to California. Which was, I thought Mitch was trying to tell Dawson, go make Gretchen go to California with you. Because that's where he's going. And that's what AI tried to do with that waitress. Or did do with the waitress.
I thought Mitch was trying to plant some fishy seeds about Joey.
Oh, fishy seeds.
Yeah, trying to be like, yeah, Joey's back on the market and you still love her, so swoop in there, bro.
Oh.
But I guess we all interpreted it in different ways.
Yeah, Dawson took it as a road trip to Boston,
Yeah.
or no, anywhere.
So wherever, yeah.
So, Mitch, you gotta be a little more specific.
Yeah, Mitch, come on, man.
No one can
tell us what to do.
No one can decipher your riddles. Yeah.
Right. Yeah, so then what's going on? I mean, okay. Pacey and Joey are on their way to this party, and they have the most awkward almost kiss when they see each other. And it's like, yeah, this isn't the most fun thing.
Oh.
Jen is like, Grams, you are not moving to the tar pits. Absolutely not. And Grams is like, no, Jen, this isn't a sacrifice. This is my gift to you. And Jen's just like, no, I don't give a fuck. You're not selling your house.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. What did you think?
Well, yeah, Jen wants to apply for a student loan. Grams doesn't want to let her do that.
Right.
I feel like it was sweet that Jen was like, well, Grams, or maybe this is later, but I think she says to Grams, like, you might think I'm doing this for me. Oh no, that's way later.
That's way later.
Yeah, I'm getting ahead of myself. Listeners,
Christine jumping the gun.
The bourbon might be kicking a little bit.
Oh, here comes the bourbon. Sometimes it's bourbon, sometimes it's eggnog.
Oh, the eggnog is once a year. I'll have eggnog again this Christmas. Although today was our work party. We were on a booze cruise.
Right.
Just like The Office. But I only had 2 beers. That was a long time ago, so...
Yeah.
I'm not as eggnogged up as that last time.
Now you're on to the bourbon.
On to the bourbon. No, I mean, I think it's good that Jen is not going to let Grams do that.
I know. It's too much.
It is. It's, yeah. There's sacrifice, and then there's, like
and also, like, Grams, how are you going to afford this retirement community?
Yeah, I mean, apparently it's really cheap.
Because those are expensive, too.
Yeah, it's got to still be expensive.
Yeah. So, I don't know. I mean, a lot of people sell their houses so that they can afford to go into those.
Yeah, I know. To have to pay for college and that would be a lot.
Yeah.
Like, Grams could just get a little apartment somewhere.
Yeah, right? Yeah, it'd be cheaper, probably.
I know. Move in with Pacey. Move in with, like,
yeah, right?
The beach house.
Get in the beach house with Pacey. That would be pretty funny.
That'd be Pacey could use Grams right now.
Yeah. Yeah, he could use a Grams. Yeah. Some tough love.
He really could.
Yeah.
Writers, we missed that opportunity.
Yeah, you did miss a great opportunity there. Remember when we used to think that Grams was trash?
Yeah. Well, she was just so intense back then, yeah.
Yeah, she was. And she was always, like, slut-shaming Jen.
Trying to pray.
Yeah, trying to pray constant.
Little Grams.
Grams.
But she's there for her, yeah.
Now she's, like, more accepting of who Jen is, and yeah.
Yeah, she's not giving her the silent treatments.
Oh my god, I hated that.
Yeah, that was crazy.
The silent treatment was really bad. And, I mean, obviously when she kicked her out of the house.
Yeah.
That was really bad.
Yeah, so Grams does not have a perfect record.
No, she does not, so I don't feel that bad for my old hate.
Mary, I think this next scene, they're at that fancy man party. The Worthington party. I thought Joey looked great.
Yeah, you liked her dress and everything?
Yeah, and I was like, I think that's the first time I saw her in that, like, light color.
I
don't know. I thought it worked. I thought she looked really nice.
Yeah.
She has some, like, schmoozy line about being impressed that the party started. It was already started at 7.
Right.
I was like, Joey, like, never heard her talk like that before. It was very smooth.
Yeah.
And then she's instantly whisked away to talk to some Brad.
I know, it was so funny that his name was Brad.
I know. Like, oh, typical Brad, the rich Worthington
Brad,
boy.
it's Miss Cecilia girl.
Oh, yes. Yeah.
Oh, man.
So she's talking with all the new freshmen, getting their picture taken. And it's just Pacey and Fancy Man. And Pacey's pretty quickly like, hey, let's go find that dean.
Yeah, like, what am I doing here, bro?
Yeah, like,
I was really nervous during this whole exchange.
oh, were you nervous?
Yeah.
I was just kind of like curious. I was like, what's gonna happen? I
Mm.
was a little
Well, I think
nervous
I was
about
like kind of
Joey.
nervous that I was kind of nervous that like Pacey was gonna like pop off and
Oh, oh,
get mad again.
when he saw her with the other guys.
Brad, yeah, right,
Yeah, yeah. I guess he had too much to lose there.
right.
Yep. Ooh.
So then we've got Dawson at Gretchen's. I just can't. He's just basically like invites himself on this trip.
Yeah, he
He's
does.
like,
Exactly.
what if I came on the road trip with you? What if it was just you and me and the open road with nothing but our hearts to guide us? Dawson, she's trying to get away from you, bro. Like, what are you thinking? I was like, this is what I wrote. D, you were not invited. And he's like, something in my gut is telling me that this is our moment. And then she fucking kisses him. I'm like, Gretchen, what are you thinking?
Well, he lays it on real thick. Like,
I know, but girl, you are supposed to be the older 22-year-old. What are you thinking?
yeah. I mean, Dawson, what does he say? He's like, I feel like if we don't go, I just need to go to find out. Like, what if? What if it was just you and me? You're not in this place where you feel like you don't belong. Like, we could just give each other a chance and see how it goes. And Gretchen's like, well, you have graduation. And Dawson's like, that experience is not rich enough. I was like, Dawson.
No, it's like Dawson.
Yeah. So Gretchen tried, but Dawson was just so persistent that she succumbed.
Too much male persistence. The title of another previous episode.
Very true. This was too much male persistence.
Yeah, it was. And she ate it all up. She was loving it.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
So yeah, and then he's like, just say yes, and she says yes like a big old dummy. So, there we go. There we go. Then we've got D writing a dear mom and dad note. I guess he's just gonna ghost too. He's gonna do the Irish goodbye.
This was I was like, Dawson's just gonna peace out. Wow.
I know, very not in his character. And I was really nervous because he was like babysitting the baby that night.
Yeah.
And I was like, is he just gonna leave this baby here unaccompanied?
I know. It's like, when is he planning on leaving? Like, hopefully Gail is
yeah.
back. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Like, what the fuck? Yeah.
Yeah, he's talking to the baby to like get out of the guilt. He's like, yeah, I feel guilty about writing the letter, but I feel like I'm entitled to this. I've been making everyone around me happy for 18 years. I was like, ha 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 ha.
Have you? I feel like you've been making people miserable.
And I was like, laughed and laughed and laughed.
He's like, yeah, he said like, I've earned the right to disappoint them a little bit. And I was like, how quickly he forgets crashing Mitch's boat, throwing that party full of exotic dancers. Like, what is he thinking?
I know. I was like, wishful thinking, D. Like, that is not true.
He has a rose-tinted view of himself, very obviously.
For sure.
Oh my god.
Oh, Mary, now we're back at the party, Worthington party, and Pacey is introduced to the Dean of Admissions, who's even fancier than the fancy man.
Right.
He has a real fancy accent.
Such a thing is possible.
I know. I feel like he's got a monocle in his pocket. It's like ridiculous. So, you know, we're kind of waiting with bated breath, hoping and praying that he's going to get offered a spot in Worthington, but kind of doubting that that's what's going to be offered. And pretty quickly, that balloon is deflated because the man asked him if he's a sailor. He had some experience sailing. And I was like, uh-oh, this can't be a college offer. And Pacey's like, yeah. And he's excited to talk about the sailing trip. It turns out the dean is going to be borrowing Fancy Man's yacht or something for the summer to sail it to the Caribbean. And Pacey gets offered a summer job as a deckhand on this Caribbean voyage. The pay really isn't that great, but, you know, Pacey has some free time to explore the islands. Typical rich dude. Not pay a guy to work for him and pretend like it's doing him a favor. Right?
Yeah, that's a very good point.
Ugh.
Yeah, because I was like, well, it would be kind of cool. But then, yeah, you're right. Like, if the pay's not good.
I know, yeah, it would be cool, but like, yeah.
Why the fuck should I give up my summer to be with you?
No, it would be cool if like he could go with friends, but yeah.
Yeah, it's not a favor for Pacey. It's a favor for the guy.
Yes, totally. Yeah, and Pacey would probably be expected to be his entertaining, charming self, and
Right.
ugh.
Yeah. Basically be like a court jester.
Yeah, humiliating. I felt really bad for Pacey.
Yeah.
That
me
is
too.
crushing.
Aw, poor Pacey.
Oh, Pace.
Oh.
Now, Mary, I am a little confused. It sounds like Jen had decided to go to Boston with Drew. Was that the plan? Because she's telling Jack.
I think they're not going to UNY anymore. They're going to.
Oh, Jack's going to Boston too.
I think they're both going to Boston.
Okay. That makes sense. Because I was like, Jack seems so hell bent on New York, but no, he wants to go with Jen more than.
Yeah, he cares more about being attached to Jen than about where he goes.
Oh, Jack. Jack loves Jen.
It's like they're a couple.
They are, sort of.
Yeah, friend couple. Yeah, basically Jen's like, I'm gonna go to like a state school for a year or two and then I'll meet you in Boston. And Jack's like, well, I just want to go to be with you. And if I'm not gonna be with you for 2 whole years, then what's the point? And he's like, I find all of this a little bit too convenient. You're like Jen of Arc sacrificing her happiness for Grams.
Jen of Arc.
Which I thought was pretty funny. But he's pretty understanding all in all. And he's like, but, I think you're just scared. I think you need Grams almost as much as she needs you.
Yeah, he was being a really good friend here, helping her figure out like a good solution. And he didn't tell her what to do. He was like, you already know what to do.
Right.
I was impressed with Jack's
I'm always impressed with Jack.
Suave moves there. Yeah.
Although sometimes I like to look at the gif that Becca made of him freaking out when Andy's overdosing. And he's like, what does he scream? He screams something. It's funny. But he's just like being really mean to Jen. And I'm like, no. He's like so over the top. It's like the equivalent of the Dawson Cries.
Yeah. Doesn't he call for an ambulance or something? Like, someone call an ambulance. I don't remember.
Yeah.
Oh, Jack. That's his sister. You gotta...
Right. No, I totally understand it. It's just funny to watch the
gif
out of context. That's very funny. Yeah, so what else is going on? Pacey is like sulking in the corner at the party. And eventually Joey comes over and he tells Joey about the boat. And he's like, look, you are in your element here. You're confident. You belong at this party. You stay here. But I'm going to go. I can't be here anymore. He's like, part of me really hoped that you would need another savior tonight, like you did at the first party. He's like, you're basically like a completely different girl. The only thing that's the same is that you're still the most beautiful person here. You're the hottest bitch in this place. I was like, I don't know. It's just like, come on, Pacey. He's being like jealous again.
Yeah, I mean, it's nice that he lets her stay, though.
Lets her stay.
I know, that's true. That's a bad way to phrase it.
I'm like, they're not even dating anymore.
I feel like he maybe could have just left. Like, he didn't have to tell her.
Yeah.
That would have been a good way to do it. That's true. And I kept thinking, like, when he brought that up about the last time, I remember that last episode, I felt like part of the reason she was so nervous was because she was worried about Pacey.
Right.
So I was like, maybe she is better off without him. Ooh, even though it makes me sad. I know, listeners, sorry. It does make me sad because they are really cute, but it was just like, wow. It was an interesting juxtaposition, the way they did that, had the two parties.
Yeah, that's true.
But yeah, she does end up leaving with him.
Right, she does, yeah.
Yeah, by her own will.
Right. He doesn't pick her up and throw him over his shoulder.
No, he has done that before.
Like he has in previous episodes. I'm the only one who had a problem with it, though.
You did. I know.
So what else is going on? Oh, God. D is holding the baby, watching a movie. Aww. Gretchen comes over. She's like, I'm finished packing. And then she calls him Papa Dawson, which was pretty funny. Was really glad she didn't call him Daddy.
In 2019, she would have.
Right. And basically, like, this is when he just starts getting, like, really nostalgic. And he's like, oh my God, I'm going to miss so much while I'm at school. Like, when I come back, she's going to be walking and talking. And I'm like, in 4 months at Christmas?
Yeah, not really.
I don't think she'll be talking or walking.
Probably not.
Um, but yeah, he's just, like, afraid of missing stuff. And I get it. That makes sense. And then he starts like dreaming about the friendship that Lillian and baby Alexander are gonna have. I can't even call him Alexander; he's just baby Alexander.
Yeah.
That they're gonna have, and Gretchen like noticeably like twinges at this. Like she does not like the mention of these babies finding love.
Well, no, because it's a reflection of Dawson and Joey's relationship.
Yeah, it's like a surrogate. Yeah. Dawson Joey relationship. Yeah, basically Dawson's like, no, I haven't finished the letter to my parents yet. And she's like, well, what about your letter to Joey? And he's like, what? She's like, bitch, I know you're writing Joey a letter. You're so transparent. And he's like, oh, I didn't finish it yet. Of course, because he wants it to be perfect.
Oh,
the
Dawson.
Perfect Joey. So, yeah. So then she's like, I gotta go clean. And like runs off.
Yeah, she's like, maybe this. Yeah, it's like, I don't know. This is happening, but
this is a mistake.
A mistake. Dawson, I liked when he said that he is brokenhearted by that little baby smiles.
No,
it's like, oh,
she is. The baby is really cute.
She is cute. She's very good. Oh, I saw the cutest baby. I went to the pool today, and there was like a woman with a stroller pushing her baby. Like we were both leaving the pool at the same time, and there were all these stairs, and I was like, how is this woman gonna get her baby up the stairs? So I asked her if she needed help, and she was like, actually, yeah. So I helped her lift the stroller up the stairs, and the baby was like looking at me as I was doing it, and he was so cute and like quiet and good. And I was like, oh my God, your baby is like so nice. She's like, yeah, he's a really good baby. I was like, oh.
Oh God, Christine, look out.
Oh, no, listeners, it's crazy. The women in my office, there have been like so many pregnancies. I've kind of lost count. I'm like a little afraid.
Wow.
I love babies, but I don't think I could handle a baby at this moment. But they are when they're cute and quiet and good. They're very cute.
I know. Well, I like them too. I like to hold them.
You are, Mary. You are a baby person. Yeah.
I know. I try to deny it, but I do love them. Aww. They're so cute. They're so like calming.
Aww.
Even when this baby that I was holding was like screaming, I was like, no, you're okay. You're good.
Yeah, how could you get mad at a baby?
I know. They're just so cute. So what's going on now? Pacey is dropping off Joey at home, and she's like, well, actually, I want to spend the night with you. Just sleeping, though. Like, okay, whatever. So I guess they're going to spend the night together. You know, whatever. Then we jump to Graham's the next morning making breakfast for Jen. And Jen, you know, Grams is trying to like pry into Jack and Jen's conversation about college. And Jen's like, hey, give a girl a cup of Java first. And Grams is like, I would never refer to coffee as Java. Which I thought was pretty funny. Yeah, so basically, long story short, Jen's like, Grams, would you want to move in with me in Boston? And Grams is like, what? She's really floored, but Jen is like, you know, the truth is I'm really scared to go to college, and having you there with me would make a big difference. It's something that I want. I'm not even being nice. It's selfish. I want you there. And Grams is like, well, it's such an overwhelming concept. I wouldn't even know where to begin. And she basically is like, starts making the argument that she's too old to be inspired by new things. She's too old to meet new people. And Jen's like, you're the youngest grandma I know. And, which is very sweet. And then Grams is like, well, aren't I going to cramp your style? And she's like, oh, I'm sure you will. Which is like absolutely true.
Yes. But in a good way. In a way that Jen will be okay with.
Yeah, I hope so.
This was heartwarming.
It was. But I'm like, well, but how will this solve the problem?
Well, if they share housing, maybe that's one less expense. So
Yeah.
Grams doesn't have to pay rent, and maybe they could get like a better place that's not going to be too expensive. I don't know.
Yeah.
Well,
Okay.
Jen doesn't have money to pay. I don't know.
Right.
Yeah, we'll see. Maybe Jack can live with them too. I don't know
Aww.
if that would happen, but
Well, I'm sure Grams isn't paying for Jack's college as well.
no. But if he could pay part of the rent,
Oh, right. Yeah,
I know
that's
he's lived with
true.
them before.
Yeah, rent free, mind you.
Oh yeah, Jack,
So
you
he
got to
kind
pick
of
up some
owes them.
slack there. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
um, this is nice. Well, and now we don't have to like worry about not having Grams in the show.
I know, right? If I was that actress, I'd be like, "Oh hell yeah, staying on the show."
Yes.
Not writing me off.
I made it to college.
Yeah, and the college years, Grams.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah. Then this is the horrible mumbling scene. This next one, where Pacey
Mm.
and Joey are, by the boats on the dock. It was hard to understand a word they were saying. But basically, Pacey's like, "Listen, Joey, you're not the reason we broke up. We broke up because I was blaming you for my own insecurity and making you feel guilty about your successes." And he's like, "God, I'm such a stereotype." I'm like, well, at least he recognizes it,
True.
you know?
Yeah, he's like the jealous boyfriend because his girlfriend is successful.
Right.
And then he says that he's jealous of everyone who gets to be with her next year, which I thought was more
Right.
heartbreaking. Yeah.
Yeah.
And it was sad that Joey said that she also thought that Worthington Party would be a sign.
Yeah,
They
weird.
both had the same thought. And like she
Yeah.
was also kind of hoping that it would solve their problems. Ah, it sucks. Like they are just like kind of star-crossed, but
I know.
I don't know.
But that's high school.
That's how. Yeah, you're right. That's how it is.
You know?
Yeah, people have to grow up and change.
Yeah. But then he's like, well, at least we got a better ending this time. So I guess they're remaining broken up.
Yeah. I don't know. Sounds like a good move, but it's very hard.
Right.
But yeah, couldn't be worse than the prom. My God.
No.
Mary D.
No, dirty.
Dirty dog. He's
Dirty dog.
saunters up to Pacey Gretchen's house,
Uh-huh.
expecting to go on the road trip, sees the yearbook propped up on the porch, and it's just hanging there. Gretchen's left her goodbye note in it, so Dawson, I don't know, I guess he wrote some goodbye notes, but he can take them back because Gretchen has left him on his own in Cape Side. She wrote him a lovely note, though.
Yeah, but it's in his yearbook, which is like harsh as hell.
Oh, I guess that's true. Yeah, she could have at least put it on loose leaf and stuck it in
Because
the
every
yearbook.
time he opens that yearbook, he's like, the trip that never was.
Yeah, but his reaction to the note seemed positive. He wasn't like
Right.
throwing it down in anger.
No, I mean, that's not really his style. It's more flopping his hair and jumping on the bed.
Flopping on the bed. I know, I haven't seen that in
Yeah.
so long. I miss those.
I know, I miss it.
miss
I
those
miss the hair
flops.
flops. He doesn't realize I'm flopped in a while.
And the flips and yeah, it's fun.
Oh, man.
But
She totally bagged on him, basically.
ooh, she did bag on him. But I feel like when she went over to his house the night before, the
Yeah.
way she said goodbye to him was so grave and serious. Like she
Yeah.
knew even if he didn't know that it wasn't
Yeah,
gonna
she
happen.
knew.
She was like,
Right.
no.
Yeah.
But what did she write? She wrote that he needed to give the proper goodbye to this old chapter, before he starts a new one, since he's about to have a completely different phase of life. And the sweetest thing was that she didn't need a month in a car with him to know that she loves him. And then she wrote, have a bitchin' summer. Which I was like,
Have a bitch in
I
summer.
didn't hear
Yeah,
that
was funny.
previous line, so I was like, why did Gretchen write have a bitchin' summer?
Yeah. You should listen to it because it's funny to hear Dawson say it.
Oh my God. It's like such a weird phrase.
It's very weird. But yeah, no, it's funny in this context. But yeah, she's basically like, you're going to miss these moments, even the sad ones. I was kind of surprised when she was dropping the love word. Yeah, and then she even said, like, you changed my life and you opened my heart again. I was like, wow, Dee did all that for you?
That is,
Girl.
yeah, I know. That is like some serious proclamations.
Right?
Yeah.
So, I mean, yeah, hopefully he's, like, okay with that and can have some sort of closure. Um, but yeah, then we've got, like, Dee and Joey on the docks. Oh, God.
Mary.
Yeah. Dee's like, or Joey's like, what are you doing this summer? And Dee's like, this. And I was like, oh, fuck, here we go again, right? Oh, boy.
Yeah, I know. This gave me very nervous energy.
Some anxieties.
I was like, are they just going to chill all summer and fall in love? Is that where we're going? Ah.
Yeah, I don't know, maybe.
I know. I don't know. Back to Dawson and Joey. We just go round and round and round.
Yeah, around we go.
I'm getting dizzy, listeners.
seriously dizzy. Yeah, so that's a wrap on that week. I don't know. I didn't love it. I didn't hate it.
Yeah, same. I don't know.
Just kind of a episode.
Yeah, well, I was so curious to see what was going to happen after last week.
Yeah.
So much drama. I didn't really expect the fancy man to come back. I don't know.
Well, no, that was a recurring character surprise.
I know. I was like, fancy man? What?
Yeah.
I really did like the Jen Graham stuff, though, and Jack.
Yeah, I like that, too. Well, I mean, I love anything with Jen and
I know, yes.
Jack, too. I wish there was more Toby. I even wish there was a little more Drew.
I know. Drew was funny in the first scene.
Yeah.
And Jen and Drew seemed like they had a little thing going on.
Yeah, there's some flirtation.
Yes. Yeah, and even at the lunchroom.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So, I don't know. Yeah, the Gretchen, Dee, Joey, Pacey stuff. I have a coworker keeps asking me about my favorite characters in Dawson. And she wants me to pick, like, between Pacey, Dawson, Joey, and, I don't know who else. Like, those three. And I'm like, it's Jen. She's like, Jen? It's like, girl, yeah, Jen.
Jen, yes, Jen.
I was like, my sister and I are like, just Jen. We want to see a show.
Yes, just Jen.
With just Jen.
She's the only one who isn't, like, cripplingly moralistic.
Jen is, she's real.
You know?
Yeah.
She's, like, actual. She's the only one who you could, like, hang out with.
And she's had, like, real stuff in her life, and she's not so exasperating.
She's not such a, like, priss.
Yeah, I know Joey's had stuff, but she brings it up all the time. Well, she doesn't anymore, but she did, yeah.
Right, yeah.
So.
Well, anyway, anywho.
Yeah, anywho.
Christine, did you do your dares?
Mary, I'm going to tell you straight up, I did not do my dares.
Oh, of course not.
No.
Of course not.
No.
Here's all the people that are surprised.
It's all of our listeners. I heard every single listener be like, oh! Collectively. That was deafening.
They're going to be just as surprised because I didn't do my dares either. I know that I usually do. I'm really good at it, so.
Sorry. Sorry about that guffaw.
Okay, so this week I got some fun dares for you. Are you ready?
Oh, baby. Yes. Yes.
You got to actually do it.
All right, I'm going to do it.
Okay. So, here's your first dare. That's why I got to go, just to see what the gods have in store for me.
Wow. I got to figure out where I can go to get in touch with the gods.
The actual line is why I got to go to this party.
Oh.
But I'm going to leave it open for anything.
Okay, thank you. You know I'm not going to any parties.
Well, I didn't want to pigeonhole you.
Oh, thanks, Mary.
Okay, so here's your next one. Ready?
I will be in a minute for me. Okay, I'm ready.
Okay, something in my gut is telling me that this is our moment.
Oh, okay. That sounds like it could be romantic.
It could be.
If I choose to interpret it that way. That this is our moment. Does it count if I say this to a cat?
No! Come on, Christine. You gotta say it to a human.
Oh, I just had to try.
Okay, ready? Last one.
I'm ready.
I would never refer to coffee as Java.
Ooh, I could say that.
That's easy peasy.
That is easy.
You drink coffee every day.
Oh, yeah, multiple times. All right, Mary. Let's see. I do kind of want to give you that yearbook there, but that's very hard.
What's that one?
Where you have to ask someone to sign your yearbook.
I don't have a yearbook.
Yeah, it'd be even harder.
It's an impossible one.
All right, I won't give you that. But I will give you It Cheapens Me.
Oh, okay.
A little Jack quote for you. A little Jack attack.
Love Jackers.
The sweet Jackers. Jack in the Box.
Oh my god.
It's so he has so many nicknames. All right. Do you want a D quote, a Jen quote, a Mitch quote?
Mitch.
Mitch. You can say that man was a real wild card, huh?
Okay.
It's about old AI. Gotta find a wild card and say it.
And then the other one I want is Jen.
You want Jen? Wait, let me look and see if I have any other good ones, though.
Well, then you gotta give me one. Don't tell me character.
Well, I just want to see because there's. All right, Jen. All right, she's a she's a crusty old broad.
Oh, okay.
Oh, Mary, you got like a man and a lady. You got a lot of like people themed ones.
Yeah, a lot of judging.
It is a lot of judging.
I can handle it.
I have faith in you.
Thank you.
Aw.
All right, listeners. Well, that wraps up this week's episode of Dawson Cries. Thanks for tuning in. If you want to, you should leave us 5 stars on iTunes. We always appreciate it. Love to read those reviews. And you can tweet at us. We're on Twitter at When Dawson Cries, WAH Dawson Cries.
That's true, listeners. We will catch you there, and we will catch you next week.
That's a wrap.
Bye.
Bye.